neighbors. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Would you guys like to come in?
Sure.
Come on in. We're in Albany. This is where we met. Me and this guy right here. And we're gonna take a walk down memory lane. We're gonna go through Albany today and see what's going on, what's new. Here he goes. So as my husband and I, we're down in Albany. We're looking at where I met him. We spent a lot of time in this place right here. This was a sick hall. Well, it was actually where he worked and where he lived. And so my God, look how things change. Oh my God, over time. So this was Cory Station. This was a part of the Navy. The Navy had this, the military had this. And now look at it, I'm so sad. It has obviously overgrown and all of that, and things change. I guess that's just life. But we're down in Albany and we're just kind of here on some business and reminiscing over some things that we did when we were here back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, we were here. We had some good times in this building, honey. Yes, yes, yes. This is another area that me and Mr. Lucas used to come to, and we used to fish. Oh my God. We used to come down here and we used to fish and with chicken legs, catching crabs. And the boats used to come down here. Oh my God, so many memories. Walking down memory lane. I was a freshman back in the 80s, 1984, and I lived in Gibson Hall here at Albany State. Now this is the old part of Albany State. Albany got flooded out, and as a result of the flood, they built a whole new school. So the parts of Albany that I'm showing you today, it's the old part of Albany State. Now they still utilize this aspect of the campus, but it's not for residential. At least I don't think it's for residential. I think it's more so for facilities administration. I'm not really 100% certain in terms of what they do here now, but I'm just going over the parts that that I lived in and the places that I stayed in back in the 80s when I initially came to Albany State. So again, this is Gibson Hall. I lived in this dormitory right here, as you very well see. Of course, if you do the comparison on it now, it's small in terms of what dorms look like today, but nevertheless we had some great times in this building here. And this was the yard, this was the square, this was everything happened at. We danced, we partied, we had a good time, had some great friends, and still have still in contact with all the friends that I met when I was here at Albany State. So again, this is Albany State. This is the old part of Albany State. And again, we're just reminiscing, just going down, walking down memory lane, where it all began for Mr. Lucas and I, and where I met some of the most beautiful people in my life. And if you can look off in the very far, far distance, and we may get a chance to drive up there, but that's the new part of Albany and Albany State University. So if you are interested, and this is a kind of a promotion, if you're interested in coming to a HBCU, Albany State is in Albany, Georgia, and it's a very nice facility, very nice school. So if you're interested in applying, go online, look at the website, and apply. So like I said, I'm just kind of walking over the old part of the campus, and as you very well see, very nice. And it's still kept up. I mean, like I said, the flood came and it obviously washed them up to higher ground. And yeah, this is a side of Gibson, so yeah, it was 3 floors, and I stayed on the 3rd floor. So this is the side of Gibson Hall where I stayed at. And then next to it was another dorm, and it was called Wiley Hall. So, and it was right next door to Gibson. And then let's see, let's go over to Wiley, which was, again, like I said, these were freshmen, I think freshmen and sophomores stayed in Gibson and Wiley back in the day, back in the 80s. Like I said, I was here in 84. So, and I always wanted to pledge AKA. I never did. I never got a chance to. But they were right in front of our dorm, so we heard a lot of the drilling that they got, and step shoes and all of that cool stuff. And I was about to go online, and then I got pregnant, so I didn't go online. But anyway, that's that. And over there, there's Wiley. And as you can very well see, it's almost adjacent to Gibson. And Gibson again, Wiley and Gibson was freshmen and sophomores. I think, yeah, freshmen and sophomore, and then further down was where the juniors stayed. It's nice out here. I mean, I don't know if they come down to this part of Albany State or not, but the students now, I don't really think they probably have a reason to, but because the new part of Albany State is very, very nice. So I don't know if they come down here for anything or not. But again, this is Wiley Hall. Yep, that's what it's called, Wiley Hall. Some of y'all remember Wiley. Some of y'all made some memories in Wiley. All right. So that's that. And again, it's a nice campus. It was nice back then, and it's still nice. We'll go up to the new part and see the new part, but this is just the part that I was a part of back in 84, 85, 86, and then I moved on after that. But again, and then further down was the cafeteria. There were the athletic field where football games, well, football practice. Then it was a football dorm down through there. So, yeah, Albany State is where I initially started out and went to college as a freshman, right out of high school. Old base housing. Old base housing. So this is the new part of Albany State, the part that I'm not so familiar with. This is the new part. Some of the residential halls. Obviously, much more modern than what I showed you earlier. Like when I was here back in the early 80s. So this is what it looks like now. So get your little children and bring them on down to Albany State. So now I'm at Midtown thrift store. Actually, this is a store that my friend owned. And Midtown yard sale, Midtown thrift shop. Hi, may I speak to the owner? Was coming down. Let me turn this camera off. Tell the people hi.
Welcome to Midtown.
Yeah. It's time to eat. Now, honey, let's get us some grubbity food. We go ahead to the Albany Fish Company and get us some food. Let's go. There's nothing like fresh fish when you can pick your own fish. Yeah. Look at that big old fish. You can pick your own fish, honey. Cook it back there for you. That's what you want. Ooh, honey, that's what you want. That's what that ended up coming out looking like. That's that white and honey.
Yeah.
Thank you.